Hello, this is Dr. Young, and I'm going to go over your week 1 assignments. Every week I'll post a video that goes over your assignments specifically. So for the first week, you obviously will post your autobiography, and then you will go into your discussion and your first week's assignment. So basically, and I posted a video that goes over discussion requirements as far as how to get your points. It's pretty much the same regardless of what class you're in. So you'll want to review that video. And you'll also want to look at this document, Doing Discussion Questions Right. It's going to go over the content requirements and kind of some of the content points of your responses as well. But you want to make sure to also review the video that I posted, because that goes into more of the points. You know, how many responses that you need, and it goes over the rubric. The rubric will be posted. Let's see, I think you can go in here and you can tell the rubric will be right there. So that this here is what I go over in the video, and I don't use the clickable rubric. I paste it because it's just easier for me to do it that way. It's the same rubric, it's just a different format. So you get for most of these discussions, you get to choose one of two questions. So either you need to analyze the global vision of, excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold. It's really a remnant of a cold. Analyze the global vision of Li Shufu, owner of Volvo, or evaluate the success or failure of a multinational corporation. It's up to you which one you answer, but don't answer both. Focus on one and offer a detailed answer on that. So that's your discussion. Those are always due on Saturday. So make sure that you post them on time. And so that's the discussion, and then you have a project. It's usually the format of these courses is discussion and project. And for this one, you're going to talk about Hofstede's cultural dimension theories. You're going to talk about that, and you're going to meet these tasks here. And so for that, it's a 2 to 3 page document. Let me just go to the assignments. Get a clearer picture of the, there we go, hold on a second. Okay, I want to look at the rubric with you so you can get a clearer idea. You have the assignment instructions, which are obvious as far as your content points. And of course, there is some subjectivity to the grading process because I'm looking for quality. But I also want to go over the rubric. Oh, it's not there. Let me try. Preview. There we go. That's what I want to see. Okay, so this is the actual grading. So what I would do if I were you is to print this off and use it kind of as a checklist, along with the instructions that have the grading, the paper range requirements. You need to use APA format, but then you might want to, just look at this and see if you're meeting this. And any kind of paper that you write in, any paper that you write in this class is going to be well developed, and each section is going to be supported by research. So that's the key point I want to make. Every area that you address, every bullet that you address make sure that it's fully explained and supported by research. That's going to get you a good grade on all these papers in the class, but that is the expectation. So you're going to develop the synopsis, and then you're going for Hofstede, and then you're going to examine the key factors that led to his research. And how valid are these cultural dimensions theories that he came up with, in your opinion, and why? You know, so you want to make sure that you go into a very detailed explanation of that. What are the factors that led to his research, and what's the validity of those dimensions? And if you find them, very valid, why? What evidence do you have to back that up? That's going to come with research to support that. So hopefully, and then you're going to take one of those cultural dimensions theories and evaluate it in detail. So you'll need to do some specific research on whatever dimension you want to choose. And really delve deep into that theory and make sure that you support that with credible research. When I say credible research, I mean journals, peer-reviewed publications. There's more than one. I mean, there's other ones, but it needs to be peer-reviewed. And that's the key. So when I look at your source, I'm going to expect it to be peer-reviewed. I don't want to see whatever's out there on the internet that's not really, vetted properly in this paper or any of your papers. We're at a high level at this point, so I'm going to be looking at that. Okay. And also you have to relate, so you're going to by the time I get to this part of the rubric and I'm grading, you will have given me a lot of detail on Hofstede and the cultural dimensions theory of your choice. Now you have to apply it. So this is where we get into the application part of the paper. And how will you use that? How could an expatriate assigned use that theory in real life? Practical application is what I'm looking for. So you've got someone coming into this country instead of going out. We're going to talk about coming in. How can knowledge of this theory that you wrote about earlier in detail help this person in this country? So, that's really it. As far as content, we're getting to the meat of the content. Now we're going to go into the technical aspects of writing, communicating, APA format, grammar, spelling, punctuation, transitions, choice of words, tone. All of that is in this part. And that's really all. So for your first paper, you just want to make sure that you have this completed to the best of your ability. And that's really it. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. And I look forward to a great week. Just text me or email me. Thanks for listening and have a great week.